Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to a very special 8 o'clock edition of Paranormal Question of the Day. We'll be right back right after a short intro. And we are back.
Oh my gosh.
So, how is everybody doing tonight on this fabulous Friday?
Doing good.
I was okay until I saw clowns and dolls holding K2 meters.
Bill, how you doing, sir? Oh, we might have a little trouble with Bill tonight. He
doing okay.
Hey, Lord. Oh, there you go. There's Bill.
What are you doing, Darren? You doing it? Or you want me to do it?
You can do it. I got used to doing it.
Oh my gosh! Don't you even?
So, welcome everybody, and glad you're all able to join us tonight on, like I said, on a very special paranormal question of the day. And what's so special is that we have the owner of, is it part owner? You have two owners, right, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, part owner of. Go ahead.
Ron and I both own the building, yes.
Okay. So we got one half of the Broadhead Manor, and tonight we're going to be talking about Broadhead Manor because paranormal exposures with Ethan Cummerud and Kat and William Armstrong, and myself, we will be investigating that on the 17th of September.
Yes.
Okay, where's Broadhead Manor at?
Broadhead Manor's in Broadhead, Wisconsin.
That's so far away from New Jersey.
Yes, it is.
Aw,
Yeah.
poor baby.
So sad to think that I might not ever make it out there. And it's something so accessible.
I'd dress
but
just like this for you any day, Taryn.
Oh no! Hey, look at them.
Such a good answer.
Yes.
Look how scary they are. I'm gonna have nightmares. Doesn't that make you guys happy?
Yeah. This
Right?
is
You wanna be
exactly
scary.
what our haunted house
That's the point.
does.
Yes. But you don't even need that. You can just have the house and everything will still be scary and haunted and fun.
I have a paranormal group going through right now. When we're done with this podcast, we're just going to go hide in the building
Oh my
and let them investigate.
I literally think I literally think I would poop my pants. I'm not even kidding. It would be the first ever.
Well, see, now I told William he's not supposed to shart on live here, so.
No, I didn't say short. Legit would poop my pants. If I was investigating. And one of them jumped out, I would die. I would just die.
I actually think that Taryn would have trouble going through the two rooms that are set up. There's a funeral parlor connected to like a medical room that's set up as part of the haunt. And I think that's probably enough for you to be like,
Wait, so does the medical part have the? Can you say that if the medical part has the clowns in it?
Nope.
The clowns can be anywhere they want to.
Oh God.
Rob, you're gonna have to protect her tonight.
I'm getting scared just thinking about it. Those poor people. Oh my God, they're gonna be going through this, and all of a sudden, you guys. And, oh my God.
So before we get into all the nitty gritty stuff, so Bill, I'll let you explain about the manor and how you obtained it and what is all going on there.
We bought the building specifically for its old look and old abandoned feel for the haunted house. So we took it from there. The building was built in 1906, half of it. The other half of the building was built in 1939. And ever since, it was a middle school all the way through high school to kindergarten. It was also grade 1 through 12 at one point. Then when it was finally closed, it was just the middle school. Now we've taken, after it sat abandoned for about 20 years and pretty much people stripped almost everything out of here.
Who
We bought
owned it?
built
Did
the
anybody
haunted
own it at that point?
there were 2 or 3 people that owned it before us.
And they just
And they were supposed to, they gutted the whole building for all the copper and all the piping to sell. So we took it over and started rebuilding it.
Like the time that you're talking, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you. I want to be able to follow. I have ADD really bad and be able to follow the story. But so when you were saying that when it laid abandoned and it was falling apart, anybody?
Which one is it?
I didn't hear it. Am I breaking up?
Both of you.
Both of you are breaking up.
Yep, both of you are breaking up.
Oh, darn it.
And 6.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, just tell your story.
Go ahead, Bill.
Popeyes?
Oh, I'm back. This is fun.
What?
Sandwich. I can't eat that and drive.
Strip the
You want chicken sandwich?
Apologize for the Wi-Fi, guys. It's kind of a little hectic here with the one on travel and one in the manor. So just bear with us.
Is mine A or no?
I can hear you there.
There you are, Bill.
There you are, Bill.
We are.
Okay. Basically, we own the building, and we created a haunted house in the building. Then to have in the building that we could not explain. Came in and
Poor Bill.
you're shaking your head no.
I think the spirits are messing with you tonight, Bill. They keep messing up your connection.
Yeah, it's the
Are we
connection
doing okay or
is.
no?
No.
Yeah, they're both. You and Taryn are both breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's try. Okay.
I guess it depends where she is. Her signal probably just breaking up, and then obviously the
Yeah, so she's just got into North Carolina. She's heading to Myrtle Beach, folks.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can
Am I
hear
broken
you.
up?
We're having problems with Bill right now. His Wi-Fi is not working very well for him.
I mean,
Oh wait, no. Let me shut up and he just talk. Oh no! Oh my god!
And hi to Lori and hi to Becky. A good
I was
opportunity
doing
for guys.
Hi to everybody. Sorry,
Hello, everybody in chat.
one person to everybody else.
There you go. Yeah, see, he's having issues. Welcome everybody in the chat. Like I said, we're trying to keep getting Bill in here, and the Wi-Fi is
can
just.
you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you. It just breaks up quite a bit. So.
It was as soon as Taryn jumped in is when I can't.
Oh, okay.
You want me to leave? I can leave. If it's me, that's not. If it's what?
We're just not. We're not sure what's causing the two to break up. I mean, I don't know if I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I don't have to. I mean, if it's messing up the whole thing, I don't want to be the reason for it. So I can jump off, and if it gets better, then I can just watch.
Let's try that and see what happens.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem. I love
Okay.
you guys. I look forward to
Thank you.
listening to the rest of it. I'll say my comments in there.
All right.
All right. Now how do I leave? I don't know how to leave. Can you
I'll
kick me out? Boot me out.
I will try to.
Kick me out.
Oh no! I just kicked Bill out. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, folks. Sorry about that. It's just the way how Wi-Fi works these days.
Hi, Bill.
Okay.
Oh
Hi,
shoot.
Bill. Well, jeez.
Oh, yep. Now Bill went. Dang it! This is not working out tonight.
How do I get out?
I'll get you out.
Okay.
I'm gonna laugh if that's Karen again.
No, it's Bill. There you go. There's Bill.
We got a bill.
All right, Bill. Go ahead and start with your story. 1906, and you bought the house, the the school for the haunted location that you're wanting to do, and we'll go from there. If he,
Hey, well, we bought 18 or 2018 for the haunted house. Is it still break up?
A little bit.
a little bit. Yeah, I think we're just having too many issues to.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So I can share one of the stories that he has shared with me that I think is actually kind of fun, and it actually is the medical room that I was just making jokes about. Taryn probably wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have one of their cast members that is.
Well, dang.
Now
Darren.
he's
It's just the two of us. Nice to see you.
there you go.
I have no Wi-Fi issues, so that's odd that that's happening.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Very well could be the doll. She just wants you to get the game. That's all.
We
she
did
wants.
talk a lot of crap towards the doll before this. So
No, it's me because I don't know how to get out. I'm
Oh, who am I? Did I got Taryn again?
Lori says Elizabeth's doing it from Broadhead.
I am so
Try this
trying
again.
to get out. Like I'm trying to leave, and I don't know how to do it.
I'm
Just
here. Are
Getting
you there?
everybody else
okay.
out
There he is.
click your home button.
Okay, so just kind of clear out your iPhone when you do to go
Oh,
to the
just like
tabs.
clear-
You clear everything all out,
Okay.
and then it'll take you right out.
Sorry, I keep hitting everybody out.
It's okay.
I love
I'm
it.
trying to leave. Alrighty, I'll do it now. All right, close
Okay.
out my tabs. Okay, let me see if I can do this.
We love you, Taryn.
There we go.
There she got it.
There we go. All right.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, folks. This, you know how technical difficulties go. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta make best use of it.
Is that Bill trying to talk?
Yeah.
That's Bill trying to talk. Yep.
My favorite part of all of this is the second clown with the head nodding and the waving.
And there goes Bill.
That's my favorite part of watching Bill scream because they're like still, and then all of a sudden you get like the waving of the clowns.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll sign out.
Now they can hear you.
You don't-
Mm.
Elizabeth is playing with the Wi-Fi here.
That's what I'm kind of figuring. That's the Wi-Fi is just not working out so good.
Yeah.
I'm on my cell phone, and I get the cell phone where I'm at. So there's really
Why
nothing
don't
to be able
we-
to do here.
Yeah, I get it. That's all right.
I can share some of the stories because I know some of them at least.
Ethan knows
Right.
most everything that I've told him, so he can take.
It's working fine right now, so keep on going. Crossing my fingers that I can.
Are there any questions?
As of right now, no. We're just letting you get the story out about Broadhead Manor and how it became how it is today, and what's all going on with it.
He's not allowed to tell that story.
Go ahead and tell. You can tell it faster than I can, or Ethan can.
All right. I know it was purchased, I believe, back in 2018 for the purpose of being a haunted house, a haunted attraction, during the fall, of course. And he purchased it, he renovated it, and, they started having the haunt and everything else there. And that's when some weird things started to happen, like certain things. Specifically, I know there was a clown that was on like one of the spots where a basketball hoop would be in the gymnasium, and it kept getting moved, and it was so many feet in the air, and no one would know how that thing kept moving. They thought someone was messing around until Bill, he'd be the last one at night, he'd take a picture of it and he'd lock up the doors and everything. He'd come back the next day, first thing he'd do, he'd open the door, be the first one to look at it, and that was moving around on him in the middle of the night. So that was very interesting, and there was multiple things that would actually happen during the haunt. several situations where I know there was one female haunt actor. She was supposed to throw a bowl against the wall to scare a big metal, like medical bowl. She was dressed up kind of in a nurse's outfit or something of that sort. And she was supposed to throw a medical bowl against the wall to kind of scare people. And when she threw it, it completely took a whole 90-degree angle, shot out the window, and fell down out onto the street. And all the actors and all the patrons that were there just took off running. They all just took off running, screaming out of the building. It was quite the situation, from my understanding. It was there was multiple things at that point, and then he started to bring in a group or two to figure out what was going on, and then it's just this year kind of opened up to more public being able to make reservations and do things of that sort, to do overnights and everything else. So
Right.
kind of the short history. I'm sure he has more of it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's gonna be my first time going down. It's Kat and Will's first time together, correct?
Together, yes. I went with Ethan a while back, like in July, and we checked it out for quite a few hours and had some pretty cool activity that night. And then
yeah, good activity.
Ethan went back with Heidi on another occasion. She has had a chance to check some of it out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been up there about 5 or 6 times myself at this point, I believe.
And then we played around a little bit after we finished Washara. Bill was gracious enough to let us crash at a halfway point between driving home. So we got a little rest, and then we kind of did a little tour and investigation in the morning, which actually was pretty good as well. We had some stuff in the music room that morning and a few other things going on. So that was pretty cool. Looking forward to it.
So
Yeah, how big it is.
yeah. So Bill, did you do stuff beforehand before anybody gets there to start their investigations at all?
Usually I'll get into the room by playing music, like their hot theme, stuff like that. The empty level of all spirits up. Start that about 2 hours ahead of an investigation. You get a lot of activity throughout the building. You just keep it quiet most of the day. Things tend to be just quiet all night long. So the more music you play, the more you can pump this place up. And they know when the haunt's going to start, because they start getting a lot more active when the haunt is going to happen.
Right. So what for trigger objects, Bill, what do you recommend to bring to the school for trigger objects?
If you're going to investigate the school, I was going to work, but lately pods have been going off spirit ropes or EMF, any of the EMF readers that you have. Slightly with the bears, little trigger objects like that. They love the cat balls, Cat. They also like flashlights.
Yes.
They will have intelligent conversations with you. Ethan definitely knows that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some of the most intelligence I've seen have been there.
I mean, they'll have an actual conversation. They won't delay their answers within 10 or 20 seconds. It's right spot. It'll come.
Hey, Dan.
Dan has investigated the building multiple times also. He was the first one to ever investigate the building.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have any questions, Kat and Will, that you want to bring up?
I want to know who clown number 2 is.
This is Bobo.
Clown number 2 is my favorite so far. The
ice cream clown. You know our ice cream clown that we have hanging on the wall? This is his.
Okay.
Because he wanted to get out.
I love it, because every time your screen freezes, the only reason I know the screen unfreezes is because he changes position just enough to be weird. It's great. Just like that.
I put my mask on, you can't hear me.
So Lori says that Elizabeth. Now, who is Elizabeth that's messing with the Wi-Fi? So is she calling her Elizabeth?
No, Elizabeth
No.
is a resident little girl.
Okay, that's at
Spirit.
the school.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dan,
I just want to make sure I knew what she was talking about.
Dan Norville crossed Elizabeth over.
Okay.
And we have another spirit named Norman. He also crossed him over. Well, he told them they could come back to the building at any time, and they do. They come back and play. Elizabeth is
That's
my
cool.
little girl. She walks down the hall. Now.
Guess not. No.
Nope. Did you lose me again?
Just a little bit. We're working with it.
Sorry, the little horde got me in the silence.
Are we dressing up next weekend? That's the question I have now. Are we supposed to be dressing up next weekend for this? Because this looks like fun.
I'm already dressed up.
Okay.
If you want to dress up, you can.
Okay.
Ron does good
I
makeup,
know.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Darren would make a great clown, and then we need to do a paranormal question of the day while we're there, just so we could be on live with Taryn.
I'll have to bring a hotspot probably.
There you go. I know my team mentioned
I'd
I
love
could
to
do a
get
nurse's
Wi-Fi in the
outfit.
building. We're just waiting to try to figure out what all we're doing
Is that
here.
your choice, Ethan?
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose it was so many people with their phones and stuff like that. I mean, I imagine the Wi-Fi gets a little tricky sometimes, but I mean, when Ethan and Kat were live, that went okay, I think, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine went pretty well from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all depends on if they're playing with your phones or not.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Well,
Go ahead,
So-
Kat.
Are you bringing your doll?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? The K2 might be still taped to it, though, probably. I'll just carry it along and just have it on and just see what happens and just
I don't like this idea.
I'll just dip her down and just go like this to this stuff.
Don't feel bad, Ethan. We're gonna tape a K2 to you also.
Just have me run around with the K2 on my back. That's fine.
That's a good idea.
This is all for funny games. I just did just for a rise.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Anyway, so when we all get there, so what do you think the plan of attack is for investigating? What are some of the stuff that you guys want to do? You want to have, of course, we got to have Bill part of it and do some investigating with us as well. I think that's important when we investigate that. Having one half of the owner either with us or both, however you want to do it.
Said no.
Ron, I know won't do it. Bill might hop in at some point.
Okay.
So how do we convince Ron again then? That's the question.
No,
That's
Ron-
crack.
Ron wants to do arts and crafts with me, so
I think
that,
we
Ron?
could. Ron's curiosity last time Kat and I were there was it was getting triggered a little bit. He was getting curious about what we were doing. So I
he
think
won't
maybe you
invest-
could get him. I think
won't
maybe you
invest-
could get him for about 10 or 15 minutes to hang around, but that's it. Yeah, that's all you'll get.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I think it's important that we involve the owners as much as we can because, they're there all the time, so the spirits know who they are.
Oh, yeah.
And whether it triggers or it doesn't trigger, but it's still, I think it's a vital importance of investigating.
Oh yeah, it is.
the
So,
clowns are misbehaving. Sorry, I was not listening to you at all.
You're right, Lori. Bill does pop up in rooms when you don't expect it and will scare the crap out of you if you're there by yourself.
Sometimes it's your own teammate that pops in your face early in the morning when you're sleeping. After
Oh,
an hour
God.
investigation.
Yeah.
And then Bill was fixing sausages and breakfast stuff, and then Heidi went up to wake up William, and William was like sound asleep, and then he opened his eyes, and Heidi's like leaned over him going, William, it's time to get up.
The same thing happened to me. I was in an air mattress in another room, and I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I felt something start like shaking me. I'm like, oh my God. And I hear all of a sudden I turn over and I just see Heidi's shadow just looking over top of me. And I just go, Jesus, and rolled back over and I just went back to sleep.
That's better than what I was gonna do.
I bet it is. I bet it is. You can't. I'll agree.
I was gonna put on the Bigfoot costume and lay next to you.
Roll over. What's this big hairy thing? Oh shit!
I might have slept better.
Right in.
You could have surprised Darren with that one. You shouldn't have said a word.
Now I know what to look for. Half of it anyway.
Bobo just said you'd never hear me coming.
No, you won't. That guy walks silently. He's a ninja, I swear.
So does Heidi have power?
No, you were sleeping. I know that we have a lot of things that we want to investigate. I know some of the things that are pretty common there is activity in the music room, which we actually even had that the morning after Wishara when we were just stopping through. We had stuff happening in there with cat balls and voices coming through on the RTC box. Third floor seems to be up and down for activity. It was quiet for me and Ethan when we were there, but second floor was really active. So I'm hoping
it's really active.
Good. It was for Ethan and Heidi too, but for that evening that we were there, it was quiet. And then of course the janitor area is supposed to be pretty good, and I still want to see Grandpa roll his wheelchair across the floor from the funeral parlor. I think that would be great. Wait till you meet Grandpa, Darren. He is absolutely a handsome devil.
Hey, I'm good with senior citizens, so I think I'll thrive pretty well with that.
It doesn't matter which direction the room you're in. So.
I get it. I'll say the Hulk.
We're going to take the body off the morgue table and put Darren onto the morgue table.
I'll lay on it.
I love that. Yes, please.
We do have whose idea?
With the embalming machine working.
What?
With the embalming machine working.
So the other thing I think that we're gonna try is if we're allowed to do the laser fog, Mr. Bill. I think trying a tripwire in under the laser fog might be interesting to see.
Oh yeah.
Tripwire triggers when the fog is swirling, because the fog will move in swirls like something's moving through it. But if you could actually get like an additional piece of equipment reacting when that's happening, I think that would be a pretty cool piece of evidence to capture.
That would need to see that on video.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be? I'm hoping it shows up.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we're done with the podcast, I'm going to be going down and firing up the laser hallway for the group that's here tonight.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
now your Wi-Fi is working pretty good. So
Just Taryn left. The clown here was interrupting the signal. I just want to see clowns make like little love hearts. Can clowns make little love hearts? Yeah. Oh yeah.
there you go. There you go.
I could use that as like my cover photo on Facebook. I think it's great.
This is PG. Oh wait, no, it says parental advisory, explicit content. I was going to move the camera.
I do not want your butt on my Facebook cover.
I think we might get banned for that one. They allow all sorts of swearing, but I think nudity would really definitely ban me.
Get us in trouble.
Oh yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the janitor's room, because I hear that he's kind of an unhappy spirit and likes to mess with people once in a while. Is he kind of play like a poltergeist type deal, or is he like
No, he's just a grouchy old man. That's all he is. He's not evil. He just likes his space. He wants to be left in his space, and he wants people to leave him alone.
Okay.
Last weekend we had a spirit box session with him, and he was coming through very clear, and we actually had, if you want to talk about it, like a peace treaty going on. I can allow 4 to 5 people in the room, and he's happy. Any more than that, he's going to get grouchy. He has pushed people down the stairs. He's actually pushed people against a wall, and he's choked people with his hand.
Well, I guess that's the perfect room for me then.
Right. So that's where we're going to put Darren.
I'm going to
I have a
actually ladder down into the crawl space, and Darren can go down in there and sit
okay.
in
That's
his
awesome.
private area.
I will try it.
I've been wanting to go there.
I do
for
have a
while.
request though down in the janitor's room. Now he's an old grumpy guy, but
Yeah.
do you have like a card table all there?
Do I have a card table? No.
Okay.
There's tables and chairs and stuff around you can put in there.
Okay. What I was thinking about doing is bringing a game of checkers and see if he wants to sit down and play checkers.
Try it.
Because you know how the old folk like.
To try anything.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean I'm just trying to think of like older games that the elderly are more familiar of. You know.
I have jacks too.
Right.
I can bring those.
So, and what was that? What the big mallet? What was that called again? Cat?
Oh, we're going to play whack-a-mole with Ethan in the hole
Yes,
That's it.
that's the game. I excel at being the mole, but you know, I excel
In the
at
mole.
again. Darren, are you volunteering to be the second mole?
Sure, why not?
Awesome.
Perfect.
Why not? We're going to be there for what, 12, 13 hours? Yeah, I'm
Be the mole
game.
man.
If the clowns want to show up and whack the moles, we could just video it, and I think that might be more
That'd be
fun.
interesting.
Yes,
I'll bring all the juice I need to stay awake.
exactly. I'm loving these ideas.
Yeah, I mean, our Para Twister. Should we try Para Twister? That's one of my favorite ones.
What is that?
Ethan's like, oh dear.
Okay.
Sounds-
I had a
It's-
couple.
it's-
I had a
it's-
couple things in my head, but I don't think they were right. And I don't know if I know you like that.
Popo
Darren.
and I are sitting here thinking
Twister, but you gotta use it for the paranormal. You gotta get the ghost
okay,
to do it.
Okay. Good to know.
It's a joke. I mean, it's
Okay, yeah.
And we're gonna put you on the board, and then everything else has to like work around you. So.
yep, or push me over or whatever if I'm stuck in a weird position. Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, why not?
Ethan's
I like to do all that kind of fun stuff.
Right.
So
and the hula hoop. We need to get a hula hoop.
yes, we'll have to get Bill to do the hula hoop too.
I like it.
I can do hula hoop, trust me.
There we
I've
go.
done
There we go. Loving it.
So what we'll do is you'll get the Eddie out, and then we'll try to get down to a certain temperature that I think that would work well. And then if it reaches that temperature, we'll have Bill and William, to both be in hula hoops.
There we go.
There you go.
That's how to hula hoop, but I think it's worth it.
I'd like to
Oh,
watch
well,
William hula.
I'm in.
William, I'll teach you.
I can't do a hula
Did
hoop.
you think I grew up doing something?
Yes.
Still don't go back in, you're using horse-drawn cars to get a boot. The boy that comes away at the end of the night and lights up the lamps and preaches.
That's funny.
Uh,
Oh man.
Our friend
So-
Mike is sexy. He's wee sexy, and I'm boss man sexy.
There you go. There you go. I think Mike might join us that night.
Mike is joining us that night.
Is he? Okay. He mentioned it a little bit to me before because I was talking to him about the Washera County stuff. So,
I
Anyhow.
just talked to him 2 days ago, and he is joining us.
Oh,
awesome.
I love that.
Perfect.
Mr. I Am Paranormal. Small
Yeah.
little plug. So,
Next Saturday is we're just going to walk around the van and then the office.
Yeah, well, I don't think Darren's showing up that early. There's a band doing filming in the morning,
oh, okay.
which will be fun.
There it is. It's okay, Dan. We understand you have to work.
Yep.
You're a
That's not
workaholic. We know it.
Unlike people who are called Ethan, who just lounge around all day.
You what?
It says, unlike people like Ethan who do nothing.
Oh, yeah. I work while you sleep. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Ethan's used to being up for third shift, though.
Yeah, but the problem is whenever I go on a Saturday investigation, normally I have to travel, so I'll get off work and then I have to travel right afterwards. So I'm just rolling right on through. When
Oh,
we did
okay.
the Washara investigation, I was awake for 36 hours straight that day, and it was pretty insane.
My body
That
can't
was
handle it. And you know
that.
when you have that amount of hours being up like that, you make yourself more vulnerable
Yeah,
for spirits to play with you more.
I was lucky.
We was hoping for that.
I didn't mean it that way.
I'm awake from Friday all the way through Sunday, and nothing's ever attached to me.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. I mean, you'll have the Dan Aykroyd effect, maybe.
Ethan's boyfriend is at Edinburgh though, so
no, okay, that was a woman. That was not a man. I looked back at the evidence, and I got touched a little provocatively last time I was at Edinburgh, and it was by a female during an Estes session, and yeah, it said, "Hey there, big boy," or something like that. I can't remember what it said. It said, "Hey there, pretty boy," or something like that, and then I got touched very interestingly.
The Dan Aykroyd effect.
So it was an interesting time. I won't say it was a good time. It was an interesting time.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I've been there too at Malvern. I've had that happen to me at Gracie's room.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I
That
sadly
was-
didn't get to investigate in there last time, but
Gracie's room is interesting.
yeah.
And William can contest. It smells like piss,
We
really
had that
bad.
happen.
There's a strong urine smell in there, and I don't know where it comes from.
a what?
There is a strong urine smell in there.
Because she doesn't like men, or no, she doesn't like women. She doesn't like women,
Like,
but yeah.
but
So
it
it's
is by investigators that they get the urine smell in there when she's around. But
Don't you love how he pronounces that?
yeah.
You're right.
See, she started by touching my foot because I end up laying on her bed. Because I'll do that from time to time. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay on the bed and just see what happens. And when I laid on the bed, I felt that something was on top of me. You know, like I felt, and I kind of visualized like what the female was. And it just all of a sudden just felt like this, touching the side of my face. I'm like,
Oh.
this is interesting.
Oh.
seems like you
Yeah. That's
So-
always fun.
So that's my little interaction with being touched by a female spirit. So
So, what's that thing I was going to ask with Broad? That's what I was going to ask with Broadhead. So I think it's the third floor. There's a bathroom up there. I think, but when you were getting as a tour bill, when we came from Washara and you were getting a little tour, pointed at the hot spots and all that. I think it was a bath. Was it the third floor of the bathroom you pointed at? Is that it's a hot spot for things?
Bill?
What are you asking?
Is for the
I can
second
barely
level,
hear
the bathroom. Is there a hot spot up there?
The third floor
Third.
bathroom.
Third. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Third floor.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's really hot spot.
So what goes on up on the third floor?
We got all kinds of things that happen on the third floor. You've got back crawlers, you've got normal crawlers, you've got shadows that go across the hallways. We do have an elemental up there that basically will block out the entire hallway in darkness.
Okay.
We'll also start dialing your telephone without you. You can be on airplane mode and it'll start calling out no matter what. I mean,
Ooh,
there's just a lot of things that happen up there. The bathroom.
that's interesting.
The bathroom, the Estes sessions are working the best in the bathroom nowadays.
Okay.
You're getting a lot of people to talk back.
That's
And
awesome.
it's not one or two, it's 5 or 6 in there now. So
Okay, so
Interesting.
that's
Interesting. You know, and with the phone that you're talking about, that it would dial out. Now, I've never seen that on an episode of Destination Fear. Does anyone remember that episode where that happened? I think they were at Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, I believe. That happened. So it's very uncommon for that to happen, and it's pretty cool that it's going on at the school.
well, I was getting instant message by people. You know, my phone was going ding, 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 and I would get messages from people like saying that's interesting, or what's up, or stuff like that, and I text them back, and they're like, we never messaged you. So this is different people that never message me.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And there's times the phone will start vibrating when you walk past a certain area. The phone will just sit there and vibrate, and then it shuts itself off.
Definitely have to play around with that a little bit up there.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. I mean, just to see who my phone will message. That'd be very
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Or who I'll get one from.
Yeah.
So your the manor is, I believe, behind the manor is where the Indian burial grounds are. Correct?
There was a burial mound behind our building back in the corner. When the railroad came through, it leveled it.
Okay.
Everything was just scattered. So we don't know if there's things still buried back there. We don't know what is going on back there. But even last weekend, they caught orbs back in the corner bouncing around by the railroad tracks.
Now, are they different? Are they like white color? Are they purple, green?
They're everybody says they're fireflies. They're more yellowish, orangish.
Okay.
But you can see them, and they're not fireflies. They move way too fast.
Okay.
So
That's interesting. So have you ever so you got those machines that you can like roll on top of the ground and see what's underneath the ground and stuff
we've
like
never
that?
done that.
No, that'd be
No.
interesting. That'd be interesting to do that. I might have like hold like a fair there and try to raise some money to do something like that just to see what's back there.
Right. Plus, that's going onto the neighbor's property too, because more of the mound is over on his property than it would be ours.
Okay.
So
I'm sure they would like to know too of what's there.
I don't know if he really wants to know.
Probably not. If something's going on at his house, yeah, then maybe he doesn't want to know. But you also had some very interesting EVPs that come out that are in Indian language, correct?
Yes, they've recorded on some of the spirit boxes and on recorders the Winnebago Indian language, Lakota, some Black Hawk language. Different variations of the indigenous people that used to live here. And
That's
we've had it
interesting.
translated on different people.
Wow.
And it's why, just basic, simple questions: get off land, you destroyed land, stuff like that.
Do you think having possessions that are of Native American heritage would be good or bad to possibly bring as an object? Because I have things that were gifted to me from a friend of mine that's a Native American holy man.
You can try, depending on what they would believe, how you received it, if they believed you or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've
That's
never
why
had anybody try it.
Like, I wonder, because I have things that were gifted from a very close friend, and I was just like, maybe that'd be disrespectful. I have no idea.
See, I've had 2 or 3 different people tell me that, how we talked about the elementals being on the property, or there's several elementals on Broadhead property, the town of Broadhead itself. We just happen to have 2 of them in our building. We were told by multiple mediums and psychics, they've told us that we should plant back to the earth and tell them, you have a good night too, Dan.
Take it easy, Dan. Thanks for joining us tonight.
That we should plant different plants and trees and stuff like that to give back to the land, and it appeases the ancestors. So we've been doing that a lot lately. We've been
Very
transferring
interesting.
stuff from down by our house up to here lately. So different
Wow.
things like that. We're trying to make everybody happy.
Right. Right. And sometimes that can be a very difficult thing to do. I mean, it's just it all depends on what people ask of you. It's got. I would think it had to be within reason. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, see, it's if it was just one medium telling me this, I would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But
Hmm.
when you have multiple ones that don't talk to each other and don't listen to each other, they're from all different groups, all say the same exact thing. I think that's something you should follow.
Yeah.
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 Agreed.
Yep. Absolutely. So,
And-
Kat, what? Well, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kat, what are the questions you want to ask and stuff like that about Broadhead and the upcoming investigation?
I don't know that I have any other questions. I'm just really excited to get to be up there, and I kind of hope that we'll get to have music playing before we really dive in, just because I know that boosts up the energy of the building, and I already know we're gonna have a great time. So
Absolutely. I can't wait.
sounds are
I
gonna
can't
show
wait.
up, so.
Did you decide when you're coming up?
I have to talk to Cindy still to find out whether or not I'm doing the check-in on Friday. We might show up Friday. Even if I do the check-in, if it's an early one, we can still just pop in after that. So won't be early
Whatever.
Friday. He has school. So
Just
I'll
let me know
be
when you're
coming.
on your way, so definitely have the place opened up.
you'll know before we leave. So
My wife's actually got to do a
Imagine
cat rescue thing. Once she's done doing that, I think we'll be getting on our way probably around, I want to say 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
and then Ethan's on his own.
So
Yeah, I'm on my own coming up, so
Unless somebody wants to do Saturday. I don't know I haven't even talked to the whole team yet. We were supposed to do a meeting last night, and then we went, no.
yeah. Oh, are you talking Friday? Is that what you guys are talking about?
William and I might be going up Friday. Just
You're
either-
working Friday, aren't you, Ethan?
Yeah, I'll be working, so I'll be coming up Saturday.
And then I don't know what
whenever.
Kyle or Heidi are doing.
I
yet,
told you
but-
to take the week off and go on a road trip.
I wish if I just started the job, or else I would. That'll be fun.
So you're a newbie. I thought you had that job for a long time already.
No, well, a couple months now, but you know
Ah.
how it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'll actually be taking off Friday myself just to get my equipment all set up and ready to go and all charged up, so I don't have to sit there and figure, oh, did I not do this?
Don't worry, they'll drain your batteries before you even get them out of the box.
Probably.
Yep.
Which reminds me, I have to go buy a bunch of batteries now that my daughter took a bunch to college.
oh,
We're in the same boat. I have to do some battery restock for this one too. So
Yeah. But other than that, I like I said, this is going to be a very interesting investigation. I'm very keen on seeing how, and I know a lot of people frown upon apps on phones, but I'm very keen on how Spirit Talker is going to handle into the school, because I've used it now twice at the museum, and both times it has come out flawlessly. So, and then everything coexists with everything and coincides, and
so I still haven't got that one yet.
and so we'll see what that one is.
I've tried a couple apps here, and they've been it's been interesting. Some of the things that I've gotten on apps that I wouldn't expect. That
Are we talking
I got-
apps or laps?
Apps, APPS.
APPS. No, I'd get things across the Spirit Box, and I'd get them across an app on my phone at the same general time frame. And I found some interesting apps that you wouldn't expect would ever work. But
Mhm.
I was getting them on same thing on a Spirit Box as I was this app at the same time. So they're definitely keen on what phone apps I have used, even though that sounds kind of crazy to some people.
Well, we had an interesting thing at the jail or at the museum. So my wife was looking at something on her phone, and the Spirit Talker was on, and it mentioned what she was looking at on her phone at that time.
That's funny.
So she's like, the word Phil came out, and then it's like, Phil. And she's like, oh my God. It was just saw it. I was looking at a cat called Phil.
That's
So-
pretty cool.
Yeah. So I mean, it's so they have the opportunity to see exactly what you're seeing on your phone,
Right.
and it's just a matter if they read it out or not.
Right.
I might I might good evening. Bring my tape deck. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to. I wonder if I'll get the same effect what I did at the museum.
I think you should bring it just because. Why wouldn't you if you have the opportunity to try it?
Right.
And
I
then
mean,
take space.
I'm curious if it'll get shut off there. You know,
The ball.
plasma ball. Yep, I'll be bringing that.
Plasma balls haven't really worked here for some reason.
He's got a really cool plug-in one that's like high powered. So I want to see if it maybe has a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bigger they get, the more wider of a electronic magnetic field. Sorry, it's a lot bigger. I had in this room here now. I was actually 8 feet away, and my K2 was still going off because of it.
Oh wow.
So it will definitely charge up the room. And you'll get that funky kind of smell that comes from plasma and all that stuff. So so if that bothers anybody, then I'll just turn it off so that way no one gets sick or feels awful from it, because it can change the atmosphere.
I'm thinking the energy of it alone will change the atmosphere. So
Yeah. I mean, if I had a desktop Tesla coil, I would bring that too, but I don't have that with me, so.
I want a real Tesla coil, one to put in the gym, huge.
Oh, the big one, yeah.
right in the middle.
Yep.
So when somebody walks through the door I don't like, I can just turn it on and watch it zap.
And the bigger those things are, the louder they get. I mean, I've heard some things that other people have had on Facebook, and those things are freaking loud. So, I don't know. I might still get something yet. I haven't quite decided if I was going to do it or not, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
But it is type of the same.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this investigation. This building definitely, if you have a playful energy, this building it's gonna react to that, and it's gonna play back with you 100%. It will mess with you. That was one of my best paranormal evidence was the spirits just absolutely messing with me.
Really? Not Norman.
No, I'm not sure which one this was, but I was in the music room actually, and they had lost. They always keep a tennis ball in there, and then they'll leave it there. They'll come back. It'll be in a different location, whatnot. And Bill hadn't been up there for a week, and I got there and we walked around the building. And tennis ball was gone, so I went up there with Necrophonics later and was sitting there for a while. And I was asking them where did the ball go, and they kept saying down. And there's a staircase that comes off the music room. And every time I start to walk towards the staircase, it would just do this deep come down, like just terrifying, just absolutely bone chilling. Come down would come out of my speaker. And every time I would start to walk, then I would do that and I'd walk away. And then I just completely changed subject. So after a while, I finally built up, the courage. And I finally went down. The ball was at the bottom of the stairs. So Necrophonics led me right to the ball, but they'll sit there and you can see where the spirits get it from, how they like to mess with people. That's exactly where they get it, is Bill. But no, it's if you have that good playful energy, you're gonna get a lot of activity at this location.
Then it's going to be off the charts.
Yeah, it is quite.
With all of us there, it's going to be off the charts. And how well we mesh in here. It's
how much we just we're just good, fun-loving people. We like to mess around with one another.
Sure.
Have a good
Get
time.
here, I'm going to tell them to hide.
What's that? I missed that last part.
No, he'll tell them to hide. No, they
tell
they
them to
listen
hide,
to
okay.
they listen to
Tell
Bill.
them to hide. They will listen.
Yeah.
See?
The energy is very important, because I've seen teams go in there on a very active night. When I walked in, I could feel the energy. But if their energy ain't right, they ain't gonna get nothing. If they ain't able to just kind of relax and just.
If I don't feel that the group that comes in is going to be good enough or they just don't feel right, I'll walk through the building before they get the tour and tell them, off energy, hide. And you won't get anything all night.
No. Yeah.
And I mean, I hate to say that, but I just don't want negative energy affecting my good ghosts.
Right. Right. And that's, I mean, you're the one that's there every day, you know, or
Yeah.
you know, you got to want to be to deal with it. If negative energy comes into play.
Exactly.
And how is that going to go towards the next group of investigators that come in that might have an attachment with them that they don't know of, and cross paths with that negative energy that other people have left behind?
About 3 weeks ago, we had a negative energy come through here, and Kat and I sat on the phone for an hour, almost two,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what was wrong with my building because something wasn't right. This building shut down. I mean, just shut down.
Interesting.
It took 2 to 3 weeks to build that energy back up to where they were not in hiding anymore. And now I got them out
Jeez.
playing again.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, it shows how much control you have of your building, you know.
I mean,
And
Kat gave me a lot of good advice. And I walked through and I told them it's fine. The negative energy has left, and just kept going floor to floor to floor, telling them that. So they understand now that it is gone. They don't have to hide from it anymore, and to come out and play. And they
Right.
do.
I forgot
So-
to send stones with Ethan. I didn't even give him any, so you'll have to wait another week.
He don't have his own stones?
No, he does none. None.
I
None.
got at least 2 I'm bringing, Bill.
Ease up that ramble.
William, I heard you got 3.
hey, a little bit unright. How you doing? So we got a little bit unright in the.
With that,
You're stuttering, Will.
I know. I was looking for a word there and it just escaped my tongue.
So, what advice do you want to give to us investigators coming into your building before we can get there, Bill?
Run away.
There's no running away from this.
No. Advice: come in, be happy, be respectful. Understand there are little kids here and there are adults. Some of the adults want to mess with you, some of the adults want to discipline you, and some of the kids just want to play.
Right.
You know, don't disrespect them, and I'll be ever gracious. The minute I hear disrespect, I will throw you out of the building. I'm just that fast.
Yeah, well, you got to be
And I'm big enough
sometimes.
to do it.
Looking forward to it, Bill.
Becca does to do it. Now, I talked to my son a day ago, and I asked him. I says, "Well, is this something you might want to try?" And he says, "I don't know." So I might have him out just for like 10 minutes and just see what he does and see how he likes it. If he doesn't like it, then he could go back where he in the living quarters and area and just
Back where he came from.
back where he came from. Yeah. So
I will say that Broadhead is probably one of the best places to go as a beginner in the paranormal field, in my personal opinion, just because there isn't that negative energy really there. You can go in there if you don't have your guard up completely high, if you're new and you don't even understand that you have to have a guard up. This is a beautiful location to have to go in and, you know, try some
Don't
stuff.
ever
And-
tell me you don't have your guard up, because I'm going to send something to just mess with you.
Oh, I know you will.
I mean, it's,
They're on a bit all night sending spirits to each other. You're like, hey, can you go and whisper in his ear? Hey, can you go touch him on the shoulder?
Wow,
I-
step back a little bit.
I've got the 3 that are between the ages of 18 and 24. There's 3 spirits that are running around on the second floor. They throw things at you. They'll throw screws, they'll throw nails, just to let you know they're there. get your attention, but they like to really mess with you. I'll send
Well,
them after you.
let's see if they can mess with the half blind. Oh, I'm all for it. I mean, I've had things thrown at me before in investigations when I was first starting out. So,
They'll tap
you
you in the
know,
back of the head.
I mean, I've got punched in the arm already twice. So I haven't really had anything else too much major happen to me. I mean, yet I have not, and I'm not looking for it. Just so that's what I don't look for.
We're getting ready to make it happen for you, Darren.
But I haven't been to Edinburgh, so there's lots of things to come, and I will eventually find out what some of these things are. But like I said, I don't go in looking for this stuff. I go in to investigate, learn about the building, and if it happens, it happens, and that's the plus side of things.
Yeah.
I'm a major skeptic. I mean, I try to disprove everybody and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first time Ethan did his Estes up at the building, I was strictly asking questions that nobody would know the answer to. The answers that I got back confirmed something was there and was really messing with me.
Yeah, I mean, I said this on a previous interview with when I was interviewed before that I try not to go into buildings with fear. That's the one thing you don't want to do is go into a building with fear, because if you go in with fear, you're gonna find it. Am I right or wrong?
Especially mine.
So this is where we go back to Taryn and the clowns. Is that?
She may be horrified for the rest of her weekend.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, she is overcome it right away. Hey, Jason, how you doing? So, but other than that, so does anybody else have anything else you want to add into our upcoming investigations at all?
I'm sorry.
What's that, Bill? Oh, William?
One way or the other, we're going to learn about Broadhead next Saturday. And I think with the mix of people there, also you've got Mike, Darren, you've got us, also there's Bill there himself. I think it's going to be an intriguing outcome,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think so too.
I think with your guys' groups coming through, as much as the kids like Ethan that are here, most of the spirits like Ethan that are here.
I'm sorry.
You too, Pat. I have that other object that I'm going to bring out for you again. The one you really want to do more with.
Yes.
It sounds so vague.
It's got to be vague because Pat told me to keep it under wraps. It's our little secret.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was there last time he got it out. I watched.
It's big, isn't it?
Ginormous.
Everybody get your minds out of the gutter.
He's up there, thank you, Winky.
Oh dear. Yeah, I will very much look forward to that.
There should be a comment section. You just typed, so you're good.
Omnipresent likes the gutter. There's a lot of gutter going on right now.
That could have gone so many different ways.
Do you like clowns?
Yeah.
Especially when they have enough hair to tug on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Yeah.
I definitely have a couple back to not being in the gutter. There's definitely a couple of things that I've been waiting to do that are there waiting for my whole group because I don't know if I should do them on my own. I'm very interested to see if I can get to.
What are those things?
Oh, involving the ginormous it's
Wow.
there
We're
is
getting real vague here, folks.
no,
We
there's
have to be. This is a parental guided issue.
no, there's you
Colonel
can
Mustard in the second floor with a lead pipe. I don't know.
you can go under the building, and I did want to go down there.
I'll
there's a
take you
crawl
under the
space
building. Let's go.
I heard there's like a little room on the top of the building.
I will take you guys up on the roof also, yes.
Yes.
I think
Awesome.
there's some special access, but yeah, there's that,
Wow,
and then there's
These are places that I don't normally take anybody. So
right. And then there's the sub pump room that I've been just very curious about. And
Well, the sub pump gives off a lot of energy as it is.
it
there are
does.
no sump pumps down there.
Right.
There's
And
nothing down in that room that's electric.
Okay.
Exactly. And I really want to, I've never gone to check that out because I don't know if I was in a place to be protected
But
enough.
when you and I were there, we saw shadows move in there.
Yeah, we did.
We saw shadows move in there, and we're like, "What's there?" And then we're like, "Oh, there's a little weird side room thing. What's the little side room? And why does Bill not have stairs?"
Right.
Yeah.
That's where he keeps his ginormous object. So sorry.
No. He's got many different rooms.
I gotta hide the body somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stop the maintenance
Before
area.
I do I do have an incinerator, but I gotta hide the bodies before I put them in the incinerator because I gotta break down a little bit.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Wow. I will lay on that embalming table. If it's sturdy enough to hold a fat man, I'll lay on it.
It's real, so I'm pretty sure it's probably
It's real.
sturdy.
It came from Newcomer's Funeral Home, which is just down the street. It was bought in 1952 and sold to us in 2018.
So it'll be interesting with the spirit box going on, laying on that thing, and seeing if any names could come through as to who's all laid on that embalming table.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean that was fun doing it at the museum. Granted, that was wood and it was old, and so I just laid it flat on the ground because I didn't want to break the legs that are on it. So
That's actually a cooling table that they have there. That fold-up table that's at the museum is actually what they call a cooling table.
yeah, but they have the embalming kit right there next to it, so they use it as a makeshift embalming table. But I got touched my ankle, had a few names come through.
That's not on our end.
But it was interesting. It was interesting, and that's the one where I got banned from my music, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nothing ever happened. Never had any music.
If all of those shouting sounds are coming from Broadhead, that's very intriguing.
Oh, that's probably my kid in the other room playing games.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I
very
don't hear
interesting
anything.
EVPs.
Okay.
Yeah, my kid likes to yell when he's playing video games. He doesn't think he's yelling, but he's yelling.
Yeah, it happens.
So, well, I think this has been a fantastic episode of the Paranormal Question of the Day. Sorry Taryn couldn't stay along with us. She is traveling, so hopefully she got to watch some of this, and hopefully you're not in fear of any more clowns, Taryn. Sorry about
I
that.
think you should send her clown pictures, like screenshots.
Oh, God, no. She'd kill me. I'll get the middle finger. I tell you that right now. But, we'll have her back on, let's see, maybe Monday. We'll see. Coming up Monday on Paranormal Question Day, we'll have Tim Miley on. So for those of you who don't know who Tim Miley is, he has the Fox Valley Paranormal Group out of Oshkosh here with me. I haven't been able to investigate with him yet, but maybe in the future. And he also does pornographs for pets and
Pornos?
stuff. So
What'd you say?
pornographs, not pornos, pornographs. so other than that, tune in Monday. What's that?
I'm tuning in.
There you go. So tune in Monday for that at 8 o'clock right here on the same good channel and the same good YouTube channel as well. So anyhow, we'll let you guys get on out and mosey on about your day and have fun tonight, Bill, with your group that you have there, and
I'm going to scare
Kat
the
and
hell out of
William. What's that?
I'm going to scare the hell out of them.
Video.
Oh, Taryn is actually heading to Myrtle Beach, so that's why she got in earlier, but we were just having too many issues with the Wi-Fi stuff, so she bowed out. So,
Bye, Taryn.
but she'll be back soon. She'll be back soon.
Taryn, we love you, Taryn.
Yeah, see, there she is. See, there's Taryn. So.
Is it the doll or is it the clown?
Doll didn't really like me. Well, it's just for show anyway.
There we. It's upside down.
See, all the clowns can do hearts. It's good.
My hands are too fat.
See,
I'm a clown.
see, Taryn, they're giving you hearts. The clowns are giving you hearts.
All the hearts for Taryn.
So, so you have a good, safe trip to Myrtle Beach there, and hopefully you have a great week down there. And get caught up here. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Lynn. Bye, Taryn.
Bye, guys.
So, with that, like I said, you guys have been watching the Paranormal Brew and the BBTV3 networks. I can't spit that out right now. And also, if you don't have, sorry, I gotta put my phone here. If you do not have Facebook, you can also join us on the MGS Paranormal YouTube channel. So join us over there, give a like and share. I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, just catch up with comments here. And so that's Ethan. And down over there is Kat and William. And that's Bill down below us. That's Bill. Believe it or not, that's Bill. And you guys were awesome tonight. I thank you all for being on. And so with that, I bid everybody adieu. And you have all a great weekend. I can't talk worth of shit right now, so...
You got it. You're doing good.
So you guys, like I said, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday, 8 o'clock for Tim Miley. See you later, folks.